What's up, fam? TCM Green is here with Nyimbo, the Untold Truth, produced by Legend Son. Oof. That bass dope. That guitar, okay. Vocal is good too.
That's all I hear every single night when I try to get some rest.
Ooh.
And that's all I hear every single morning when I wake up. The loud cries of a true fan. The loud cries of an impacted life.
The loud cries of a true fan. The loud cries. He's on the guitar. Okay.
We are knowingly impacted and touched. And so now all I get is phone calls and text messages of when the next song is gonna drop. But truth be told is lately I've been broke, unable to pay for my studio time because there's no money in the bank.
I like his flow.
Even worse, there's no
He's
mindful
of the beat, but put that in spoken word.
Bankrupt my current stage.
Okay.
Nobody sees me going through this phase. Back and forth questions in my head of, am I one of the greatest to ever do this, or maybe was I just another in the phase and failed to outgrow it? And now my time expired and I can't seem to recognize it. Constantly feeling like I owe my fans an explanation for the sudden silence. Well, here's the truth. I had my heart broken and inspired for the past 3 years and spent countless nights and days in the studio trying to come up with a hit song. But sadly, this is all I could come up with.
The pressure of the hit song.
Of my feelings and my pain on a beat. Nothing close to a hit, but still I pray that this piece gets to your heart and grants me peace. Cause every single night when I go to bed and try to get some rest, all I hear is voices in my head saying, Chosako Chinyimbo.
Ningovela bantu bali TCM wai chosako chinyimbo tifuna chili.
Statement music. Like he said, not close to a hit, but something that's really nicely produced here. He's just pouring out his soul. You are asking for music. Here it is. This is what he could give you. Very traditional, it's very cultural. You know, that type FJ does too.
And I'm having a real conversation with my good brother Legend.
Okay.
Hoping that maybe it will help reignite the burnt out fire within me. And so he asked me to write a poem and express how I feel. But right now this feels like the hardest thing I've ever been asked to do, because I feel like I lost it. The ability to put words together. The superpower to paint word pictures and create a universe of syllables and metaphors, similes and alliterations. I lost it, second guessing every word that I pen down because I feel like my ink doesn't bleed the same anymore. Doubting every word that comes out of my mouth because the abundance of my heart is so unclear. See, compromise is the only thing I hear when I put my music on shuffle. But see, I miss it all. I miss the praise, I miss the respect, I miss the cheers, and I miss the stage. Lack of fulfillment became my daily bread, but I pray that I find my way. See, I'm hungry, so hungry to blow up. I feel like I started to leave Jesus out. See, this music and poetry gave me purpose, and without it I feel like I'm slowly dying. Desperate to make a hit song for a comeback, feeling like I have to go mainstream to stay relevant. But see, I know that the entertainment world chose me, but the only problem is I don't know where I'm supposed to be. Was I built to be an artist on the front stage, or was I built to push artists from the backstage? See, I wanna remember it. I wanna remember how great I am, because I've been forgetting.
Like, what do I do?
I wanna be able to make music without second guessing it. I wanna hit the stage with no fear. I wanna make music and touch your ears. See, I wanna change lives, but greatly I wanna change mine. But still, every single night when I go to bed and try to get some rest, all I hear is voices in my head.
If I go mainstream, my core fans will say I'm a sellout. But those same fans won't feed me enough to live the life that's comfortable, that mainstream fans might be able to see. Artists are always in the mid trying to find what the best way for them is. The instrumental is dope. The mixing is black kalagam.
Chinyimbo, 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 chinyimbo.
That's it. Oh, thank God. Oh, not thank God because I didn't like what I was hearing. Thank God because, let me quote Batman. You, what, live long enough to be the hero and Shan Shan Nuko to be the villain? Go watch The Dark Knight. Shan. There's a quote in Batman, The Dark Knight, you know. Basically, get off the stage while people are still clapping because I've been liking this from the first time I heard it till now. Legend is one of like the best producers we have in the country, Kubaichi. The best. I'm not even like capping and whatnot. TCM Green, I'm just getting familiar with his work right now, but I like his spoken word and I like how he bounced on Legend's beat. Spoken word. I wasn't even expecting him to be on beat because spoken word guys just go and go and go, regardless sometimes of how the beat is going, nama drum sets and everything. They just go and go and go because theirs is to just make sure they catch you or catch your ear with what they're saying. But TCM Green kind of paid attention to the drums. So even though he was just giving you the spoken word, Pamo, he was even on beat. And deliberately, as he finished every verse, you found that the hook akonkana beat fully. Chosako chinyimbo. And then the singing side of him kicks in and then chinyimbo. He's got good notes too, you know. This was nicely mixed, fam. This was nicely mixed. This is probably the best mix Nala for this weekend because I know my boy. And that's not it's crazy. I have to even say this. I know Clary, but Futi, I'm not saying this because I know him. I'm saying this because he's actually really good. If you're an upcoming artist out there or an artist in general looking for someone to work with who will give you a crisp sound, call on my boy Clary, aka Legend Son. Legend Son mixed this guy's vocal. Nangupama, did you hear how crisp the output was from a verses Yako? And how reverb was properly used pama hook pale. One other thing I also noticed is the many elements this beat had. The guitar, the drums, the bass comes in at the right time. These guys are musicians. I like what you did on this TCM. You guys made a good team. The chemistry is dope. Let's get to the message now. The mixing is Tekwakulanda Navocha. The artwork is dope. The messaging is also relatable because as artists, especially young artists coming in, you're in a fight with yourself. You're fighting writer's block, you're fighting being broke, you're fighting balancing between the art and real life because you have to pay bills. You're fighting that what's imposter syndrome. You're not really the one. You can't really get back to your old artistry lest you feel like you've sold out. Or what do you do to make an impact or the same impact? You don't feel like you could do the same thing you did that impressed people. But the same people are in your ear now asking for more music. Tawishi Befia Kuchita. But while you procrastinate or wait, the bills are also there. Area part number two, I want to better lives. I want to speak into people's minds. But what I want to better myself. I need to pay bills. I need to look good. I need things that are necessities in my life. What will I do? Bantu bafuna chinyimbo naine nifuna chi inspiration. Naine nifuna drama. Naine nifuna nidieko. You know? Was good. His rhymes are effortless. He doesn't even have to work hard. It's like he's just telling you a story. He doesn't overemphasize his rhymes. Pakti mumfat min rhyme mechi nechi. He's natural with it. It's like he's just giving you this story, like trying to tell you what he's going through. The first part was about how he cannot pay for studio time, how he's been struggling with just penning down Ama rhymes and struggling with your requests at Afmiana Rumbo Rumbo. The second part, if I remember correctly, was him now having a conversation with Legend Son on how best to get technical with it, how to get back to this world of writing rhymes, similes, and just perfect the art. So the second part is actually telling you about his recording process, Nakleri. The first part is telling you about his struggles with life, that writer's block, being broke, and you actually asking him constantly to say, when are you getting back to that form that we miss? You know, walitupera kajonko lefa ulube. That's one thing that I've picked from this song by TCM Green. Many people like to say, no, poetry, Adiba boring. It only is boring when it's too long, and that's why when it got to 5 minutes 55 seconds, I was like, leka, 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 leka. Because very soon, even though you've got a great music bed, really making your voice bounce on it, wino, and now conquer, people won't even mind that they'll be like chattering pishech. So maximum maybe 4 minutes kuwera punch since it's poetry. If you could, 3 minutes 30 seconds. But then again, spoken word poets as well as maybe singers even have a lot to say when they pen down these things. That's TCM. I think he's both a poet and probably even a rapper plus singer, as we heard. Slombom, he was in his poetry bag and singing bag. So next time, to keep people's attention, you kept mine through and through. But my technical mind was like, we pitied it 6 minutes because yala bani saif. All in all, you talented, my friend. There's some depth in there. There's some depth in there. You're a good storyteller. You're a good storyteller. You know the bars, and because poetry has bars too, man. It has bars and everything. Tukayomvaya karikundanshi, but this time around, I appreciate your storytelling and how I was able to just dig in and quickly, not even need a dictionary to know what he's talking about, but know what kind of story he's telling me and where he's at with his artistry and real life. So it's a good balance. I like it. I like the artwork. I love the beat. I love the mixing. Good, good one. Let me know what you think. Rich. By the way, it's rich. It's so African. Just from the hook to the artwork to just how this thing was delivered, the instruments. Mango Mababumfishe. I like it. I like it. There's nothing not to like.